Madam Toastmaster and honored guests, fellow Toastmasters. It's great to be here again. Bill, this is great. It's a really great beginning. I really enjoyed it. And one of the things I like best about it is that what we do here is to confront our fears. And it's there for everybody, and especially when you're new here. And it gets better as you go on, and pretty soon you're just having fun. I mean, at least Nona is, but the rest of us are trying to catch up. I thought that there were the whole speech was very strong, and I thought several aspects of it were really good. One of them is that some of us tend to, in an icebreaker speech, kind of go on through a autobiography, and you chose a theme, and that theme was very common to all of us, and yet you gave us a little introduction of your life. You gave us some details. Baptized in a mall, did I hear that right? Wow, I mean, I almost feel like you put a bumper sticker on it. Yeah. But, and the connection with the church I thought was very interesting in telling about you and where you found your public role. It struck me personally too, because I was an exchange student abroad when I was young, and I became very self-confident. I'm very confident in speaking publicly because I just was called on every time I went to a Rotary meeting or anything like that. And then later on when I gave it up, it just became something where I couldn't even speak in a meeting without tensing up. So all that was very interesting. I liked your description of panic and the dry mouth and the sweats and everything. I mean, you could almost have been talking about a guy facing an execution or something like that. But we've all had that feeling. And the idea, stories really work well for me too. I like those a lot as someone who's a reporter. And I think that telling a story about giving a speech was great, and especially not even remembering what you said afterwards. So all that, I praise you. And I just urge you to, as you start to become more confident and comfortable, to move away from giving a scripted speech. That's fantastic the first time around, and I did the same thing, so no criticism there, but to look for opportunities to move beyond. For me, that was a hard thing to do initially because I'm a writer, and I write for a publication called PR Daily and lots of other things associated with that. I used to be a reporter at the Trib, just so our newcomers know, but I always wanted to think that I had to say it perfectly. And so I would just urge you, as you begin to relax, to just maybe move to notes and eventually not have anything at all extemporaneously. But then bearing in mind the risks of getting up and not remembering what you say afterwards. So I commend you for the speech, and I look forward to lots more from you as you stay with us. So, thanks.